All-Stars, as we call them, a team comprised of Yvonne Lindell, the #1 ranked tennis player in the world, even after Wimbledon, Larry Byrd, one of the best basketball players of all time, and Wayne Gretzky, a man few would argue is the greatest hockey player ever to lace up the skates. Yes, they've all assembled here at the Champions Golf and Country Club for a friendly round of golf. Now, rest assured, there's a lot of pride on the line, also a lot of playful jabbing at one another along the way. They start today dead even, 9 holes left. And right now, let's get started on the practice tee with my colleague, Gary McCord.
Pards, I hope that swing holds up today.
Me too.
These guys, you started off pretty good yesterday, dominated them. All of a sudden, in the middle of the round, they caught your attention. They caught you, and you couldn't shake them. What happened?
Well, you know, I think we're just taking it a little easy on them yesterday. You know, these guys were like figuring they could really rub me into the ground, but it's not going to work out that way. These guys are the prime athletes of their sport, but they're in my field, you know. I mean, this is my office, my domain, and, you know, they're over there on the tee now begging for mercy. They want to split the prize money, and they want to bail out, and they want this and that. And I said, guys, no. Gretzky, you know, he's like trying to size up a goalie right now. He's just smirking around and strutting his stuff. And, you know, yesterday he played like he gave birth to the baby. Today we'll see what happens.
With that, let's go back to Ben Wright.
Larry, you're the captain for the first 3 holes. Greg Norman's just said it's his turf and it's business today, and it's all for real, and he's got you.
No, I don't think so. I think we got a good chance of beating him. He stayed out late last night, so we're going to kill him.
You took a lesson from Gary McCord. That's a last resort.
Telling me. I hope it works, though.
Yvonne, you played much better this morning.
Oh, I hit the ball okay, but I think Greg in the end is going to get very nervous because, as he says, it's his turf, and if we lose, so we lost in another sport, but he loses on his turf, it's really embarrassing. So I think last 2-3 holes, he's going to be a bit shaky.
Okay, Wayne, you look much better rested.
Well, I feel more relaxed today, but Sunday is the day that we make our charge. We feel good.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens, and let's go back to Jim Nance.
All right, Ben, some lighthearted competition awaits. The All-Stars versus Greg Norman. 9 holes to go. When we return to Rogers, Arkansas, we'll get started at the 10th tee. That's coming up next.
This CBS Sports Special, the Reebok Greg Norman Challenge, is sponsored by Reebok, Greg Norman's choice of golf footwear and apparel. Honda, maker of fine quality automobiles, who invite you to test drive a Honda at your local dealership today. And by the insurance and financial services companies of Kemper.
Tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
When we designed the new Honda Accord, we put everything on the line. The new Accord from Honda. You have to drive it to believe it.
The All-Stars shot a 3-under par 33 yesterday, and Greg Norman a non-stressful 3-under par round. He missed only 1 green in regulation.
And now $100,000 is up for grabs on an inward half that plays to a par 35.
There was some appearance money given the players here at Rogers.
The 3 All-Stars will all play tee shots from every tee. Then they'll play 3 second shots from the best position they find from the tee, and then go forward from there. 3 birdie putts, hopefully, or 3 chips.
It's known as a scramble format, a popular format for Pro-Am competition. The All-Stars have the tee, and they will alternate as captains today. Larry Byrd will captain the first 3 holes. Then Gretzky will have his turn, followed by Lindell.
The 10th hole is a mile dogleg to the right, round that bunker you see at the top right-hand corner of your picture. 352 yards. And Wayne Gretzky hits an absolutely identical tee shot to that which he hit at the first hole yesterday.
We heard Greg Norman talking about it earlier. Just 2 days ago, Wayne Gretzky's wife gave birth to a baby boy, Ty. So Wayne came in a bit weary yesterday, but a good night's rest, and he's ready to go for the back nine. And now Ivan Lendl,
who has really had his toils too, having lost to Stefan Edberg just over a week ago, and come back, put all that behind him and concentrated on his golf. But he didn't play very well yesterday. He only counted one tee shot, and that was at the 9th hole. Of course, if he can get it teed up, it'll help.
I can't believe I pulled it back. I haven't pulled it back.
That's one of his low balls, but it's making good progress, as you can see, down the left center portion of the fairway. Very well placed.
Larry Byrd, as you might expect, with that 6'9" frame, when he really catches it and the timing is correct, he can unleash some monster drives. We saw it yesterday at 4, but more than length yesterday, what was impressive was his touch on the greens.
Okay, Greg, you're going to have to catch this one, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Not about.
You hit it right in that lady's bedroom down there, you know that?
That's where the green's at.
The All-Stars will end up playing from Lendl's position.
We rolled it out there.
Yesterday, Greg Norman started the competition on a similar length par 4 by very nearly driving the green.
And I'll be very surprised if he isn't very close to this green. He likes to intimidate early.
Icy stare to his competitors.
Kill him with silence, huh?
That's a mighty blow. Just a little left of the green, but an enormous tee shot.
Oh, he's close again to the putting surface, Ben, on the par 4 10th hole. Gary McCord will be walking with the players throughout the day. And right now, let's join Gary McCord walking down the fairway with Ivan Lendl. Gary, take it away.
Thank you, Jim. I'm down here with Ivan Lendl. We've just used your drive twice, yesterday on 9 and now today. But, you know, what I think your most important role is, you're the guy that's given Norman the needle.
Well, it's going to get better. We were just warming up yesterday, and we really hope we can win today because the next year it can be called the All-Star Challenge, and he has to go and qualify.
I love that. Now, tell me, do you across the net give the same verbal abuse you're giving Norman? Do you give the other guys?
No, you don't do that. I do it in practice when we practice, but in the matches it's not fair, no.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Now, let's go back to Jim.
All right, Gary, Byrd and Norman wearing shorts today. Over 90 degrees, chance of showers. Over 3,000 in the gallery following along.
Byrd, the dominant player yesterday from the tee. Lendl only got on the score sheet at the 9th hole. You see 7 putts for Gretzky there, but Byrd holed 2 long birdie putts. Lendl won. It was Gretzky who holed the knee knockers. Now, the All-Stars have 122 yards to the flagstick. Once again, Gretzky is the leadoff man. The wind is a factor coming across the golf course from right to left, and it's just a wedge for the great one.
Oh, be nice.
Sit down. It's over.
That got going on the wind.
I got a pitching wedge.
They're all playing from Lendl's tee shot, and they'll select the best one of the 3 approaches from which to putt from. Then all of the players agreed this morning they had to improve their wedge game, and they worked on it on the driving range just before teeing off.
Get up, get up, get up. Get up.
That won't make it. And so once again, the pressure, as it was yesterday, is on Larry Byrd, the third to play. He must hit the putting surface. And once again, the wedge game is letting them down.
Be right.
Go back, please. Move back, please. Move back, please.
And yet again, a long way from the flagstick.
They must fare better than that today, Ben. They'll have a lot of 100-yard shots. Larry Byrd got a lesson before the round from your opponent, Gary McCord.
Yes, I don't know why Larry wanted to take a lesson after 9 holes. It's not the right time. Greg Norman, a wonderful opportunity to strike again, just as he did yesterday with the birdie at the first hole.
Where's Greg? It's over there.
This, of course, the 10th.
He's going to put this 4 feet. I don't think so. That's a tough one. It's not that easy.
And that will give him his opportunity.
I'm going to grab my ball, Matt.
Go on the left.
Yeah.
This
Let's
is a
have a
par
look at our
71 layout, back 9 par 35. Bruce Litsky was the design consultant. Zoysia fairways, bent grass greens, which are a bit out of the ordinary this far south.
Yes, very difficult to keep bent grass alive in such heat. You have to give it an awful lot of water.
Considerably cooler today than yesterday.
Thunder in the offing.
A bit more of a breeze as well.
This is really a putt they hope to get close and make a par here and get out of here.
Go, ball, go.
Get over that hill. Get over the hill. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
And a similar pattern to yesterday. The All-Stars leaving putts short from the very start. And not getting their wedge shots close enough.
I got to show these guys the line. That's all it is. You got a marker? I don't have a coin.
Now, you got a marker, Bruce? I don't have one, man.
Norman has brought his able caddy, Bruce Edwards, with him to Arkansas. And the All-Stars will mark Gretzky's putt.
These guys that make about $10 million a year, they keep every penny they can get. He didn't. What do you think they're all millionaires for?
Now Ivan Lendl. He was getting the ball to the hole yesterday. And that's a commendable effort. Yet again. I think all they can hope for, Jim, is a par here and hope that Norman doesn't make a birdie.
You really wanted that dime back?
You need it, though, don't you? You don't have one?
Yeah. Thanks.
Now, Larry Byrd, a very quick player.
Oh, he's got to hit it.
Oh, did he get it through the foul line? Nah.
That really is bordering on the lamentable.
3 a.m. get you, don't they?
I'm going to let Yvonne think.
Once again, the advantage has swung in Norman's favor, just as it did yesterday, where he made his 5-foot birdie putt at the first hole to take the first advantage. This for a birdie to get 1 stroke ahead.
Yeah, 3 a.m.s will get you every time.
Yeah, that was 1:30. I left it just a little bit short.
Go ahead. You sink.
Tap it in there, Wayne. Firm it right in.
We have to keep the order. Keeps us good luck.
On the clock, okay.
Now the All-Stars will putt for par from Lindell's ball.
Pull up.
Good play.
Around the kitchen, around the kitchen.
Round the horn.
Okay, he dodged another bullet.
He dodged another bullet, says Yvonne Lendl. 2 pars at the 10th. Norman and the All-Stars deadlocked at 3 under par.
Yvonne, you've been the weirdest people.
Building security for today and tomorrow is a fragile task. You need to protect what you've worked for, your home and car, a business, while investing in your dreams, college for your children, a comfortable retirement. But it can all be washed away without the right foundation. Kemper for insurance or investments. Kemper is the name to build on.
It's Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. There's magic in the real thing. You never know wherever you go, you might find magic in a Coca-Cola Classic. Win a trip to see a New Kids on the Block concert in Los Angeles and other great prizes. You might find a prize certificate inside multi-packs of Coca-Cola Classic and win instantly. Can't beat the real thing.
We can't show you this professional golfer's shoes because another company paid him to wear them. We can't show you his ball for the same reason. Or his shirt. Or even his visor. The only thing we can show you is his driver because nobody had to pay him to use it. Tailor-made metalworks, played by more pros than any other would.
To demonstrate the improved cleaning power of our new powder detergent, we washed 100 filthy shirts in new System Surf and 1 in a leading detergent. While Sam looks for the shirt that still has odors in it, you can see that Surf's improved formula made these shirts whiter and brighter than ever and completely stain-free. Now, Sam, show us the one shirt that still has odors in it. Thanks, Sam. Introducing new System Surf powder for the difference Sam can smell and the clean you can see.
Greg Norman looking as though he's contemplating some sort of figure he must shoot to beat the All-Stars. Yesterday, he surmised before the round it would take 4 under to beat them. He thought 3 under would be their best score. They've already achieved that.
Indeed, and this is 181 yards to the flagstick, Jim. The real hazard is that little dry creek in front of the green. The water in front of the tee is not really a factor as Wayne Gretzky plays. 181 yards to the flagstick. That's the right-hand bunker. Pin placed 14 yards on the green and only 6 from the right-hand edge, so he was pretty close to it. Yvonne Lendl, who had his tee shot count at the 10th, which I'm sure will relax him a little.
Now, put it again.
He progresses by low pulls and high blocks.
Oh, no.
That was the low pull. So once again, Larry Byrd shoulders the burden of the team for the All-Stars.
Yeah. Beat the clock.
He likes it. Ah. That's the one they'll have to play from.
Well, that's a sensible shot, Jim. You know, there's no good being in the creek in front.
Still, they're not really getting legitimate putts at birdie. This will be
so true.
A birdie chip for the All-Stars.
And it makes things so much more easy for Greg Norman, Jim. He only now knows that he has to hit the putting surface, and he's got the advantage.
Ben, this is an 8-iron from over 180.
Yes, it's downwind, but that is rather powerful.
It's from the hole.
Excellent stroke.
All gang, we got our work cut out.
Gary?
You have cans of Gatorade on?
I'm down here with Greg Norman. What time did you get your wake-up call this morning?
Well, I actually booked it for 5:45, but there was some guy who plays basketball decided to call me, and at 2:45, I think it was, just to let me know, and, you know, he says, that guy? It's the morning wake-up call. And I said, oh, God, that was a short evening. I get out of bed, started getting ready and showering, you know, and then I realized it's 2:45.
Not right now.
That's not fair.
Get done, yeah.
That's not
Do you think
fair.
I would do something to somebody like that?
No, you wouldn't.
No,
Go
of
make
course
this
I wouldn't.
putt
I
and
would
bury
have
him.
to. Yeah.
Go get a part. That way.
Yeah,
They can't do that.
Yeah, I cannot do that. Yeah, I will.
He's not kidding about that. The players were joshing about it this morning. Wonder if Byrd would do that to Magic in an NBA final.
That'd be something.
Larry Byrd got a wake-up call for the All-Stars yesterday at number 5. Here's what he said about it.
I watched Yvonne and Wayne make the putt. You know, of course, that putted last. But they gave me the line, and after I got the line, I knew it didn't break that much, so I just wanted to get to the hole, and it went in. But Norman's pretty cocky at times, so I had to get on him a little bit.
What's your greatest accomplishment in golf?
Making that putt up there. First time I ever made one that long.
Oh, he's made a few, Ben. His best round ever, a 68, and he's an 8 handicap back in French Lick, Indiana.
Wayne Gretzky.
Great shot.
That's not a bad chip at all. And he, Jimmy, has a 16 handicap at Sherwood, just north of Los Angeles.
Let me take another club.
Best round of Gretzky's life, an 82.
9 if I can roll it in my...
Now, Ivan Lendl, a renowned golfer, takes the clubs on the road, will play after a match.
What did you chip it with, Wayne?
Pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge?
9 handicap, too.
Plays at the Stanwich Club in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Go in.
Hit it. Yes, yes. You're lucky.
Come on, Larry.
I don't miss these every day. I don't play every day.
Shut up.
I knew that was going to happen one of these days.
About time.
Tap it in. Yeah, I know. Payback is great. Don't worry about it, guys. I store them up in my memory banks.
You're the man's become a popular term this year, hasn't it?
Yes, and it's quite terrible because I'm sure it's going to interfere with someone's backswing eventually.
It only seems to escalate.
Indeed.
You're first. You're captain.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hold the team together.
I want to go third in the putting.
Greg Norman not taking much part in the bantering right now. This is a very serious opportunity for a birdie.
They should start making up ground.
Pretty unusual.
Do you think he can make that one?
For Greg Norman to leave it short.
I don't know. Can you line it up for me?
Ooh.
Why are they sticking with these putts all the time?
I don't believe Wayne Gretzky enjoys being always the one chosen to make the short putt. He's protesting, but he makes them.
He makes them as though they're an empty net goal. Pars dictate at the 11th. The match remains tied at 3 under par.
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late nights. A good family, a good spot, and some good advice. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G is standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G is standing behind me.
the tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
Get ready for CBS. CBS has got so much for you, so get ready. Get ready. We really think you're gonna love it too, so get ready. Get ready for CBS.
The critics are applauding the new series Northern Exposure. It's fresh, original, and surprising. One of TV's truly fine series, a summer treat. Don't miss Northern Exposure Thursday.
The 12th hole is an apparently innocuous straightaway par 4 of 383 yards. But the out-of-bounds stakes are perilously close left and right of the fairway. The green is a double green shared with the 14th hole, the 12th being the front half there, the 14th the back, and Greg Norman will find out all about that next week at the British Open at St Andrews, where there are 7 double greens. This is a brand new golf course. The All-Stars still away.
Think I should?
Yeah. That's away to the left for Wayne Gretzky.
That's out of bounds, I believe, Ben.
I think you're correct.
That's just raw power just coming out of those muscles in your body.
It's all right.
Man, we're going to get electrocuted.
You can cut off a lot on this hole if you can fly it over the tall tree that stands at the corner of the dog leg.
Thank you.
Yvonne Lendl, you know he's got 2 shots in his armory. He'll hit a major block or a low pull.
Easy.
That was the low pull.
What's over there, squirrels and raccoons?
I think it's middle of the fairway.
It probably will be.
Too far, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it will take that one on itself.
Ben, that might be out of bounds as well.
It's in a building lot. Larry Byrd.
It's in the tree.
And that is even wider than Wayne Gretzky's to the left.
Interesting, huh?
Greg Norman sensibly choking down to a 1-iron.
No brook out there.
Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Larry, you both are out of bounds. I don't know where yours is, but I'm serious.
Huh?
Both of you guys are out of bounds, I think.
Wayne's in.
In that case, we may as well play mine.
Yeah, I don't know where yours is. I don't know what's over
The
there.
worst happens, we just take it right back.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. But I did that this morning. I drove it right through there.
Yeah.
Over here, that's okay.
Oh, Wayne looks like he's all right.
Wayne is okay.
Okay.
He just has a tough shot.
Well, they'll search for one in play. What about Gretzky's swing, Ben?
Well, he comes right over the top here. Gets way in front of himself, as you can see. It can only go left from there. Spinning out a little at the finish. And you saw the right hand overpowering the left there.
Very strong grip for Lendl.
Well, yes. As I say, it's got to be one shot or the other, and this is, there again, he's ahead of himself, and he's just given that a comprehensive hook.
Now, Larry Byrd.
Oh, have a heart.
Fresh from Gary McCord's lesson.
Where you at? Them old bees.
Once again.
Oh, well,
You're out of bounds?
It's quite evil of you to bring that up right after he hits one out of bounds, Ben.
That may be. But he, once again, came over the top and got ahead of himself, and that could only go way left.
Oh, yeah?
Wonder if you'll mention it when he knocks it stiff next time.
They just changed
Definitely.
the stick. They just moved it.
Not right
And
now.
they're all three out of bounds.
I think there's no doubt about it.
Good, get back to the tee and hit. Go on.
Where is the second out of bounds?
I love it.
Is it out?
That little one-on-one. One.
I'm out of bounds there. Is this out of bounds?
God, they're all out of bounds. Chuck, they're all out of bounds. They're all out of bounds.
The wheels fell off.
The All-Stars shudder at the thought. They're heading back to the tee, hitting 3. They've all driven it out of bounds at the 12th hole.
Not for the way it goes down easy. Not for the way it grants you the picture. Not for the way it folks show on you. Just for the reason. Just one reason. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke. Just one reason. Just for the taste.
The engineers at Honda stop at nothing to improve performance, which is why this new Prelude SI comes with very effective anti-lock brakes. But then, once you start driving it, who wants to stop?
Another day comes to a close. And tonight, some people will rest a little easier because helping to protect their automobiles, their homes, their families is an independent insurance agent who compared the options and recommended Kemper. Kemper Insurance, coming through for more than 75 years. After all, if you can't sleep, you can't dream.
Put the power of an upright in the palm of your hand with the Royal Dirt Devil. It has a revolving brush, and it can handle all kinds of dirt. Pick up the handheld vac that really picks up. Dirt Devil by Royal. Need a smaller upright for a small place? Get a Dirt Devil broom vac. Want a second vacuum upstairs? Get a Dirt Devil broom vac. It's the powerful upright that's small enough to use anywhere because it's a Dirt Devil.
Will Clark ignites the Giants against Ryne Sandberg and the Cubs, or see hot-hitting Lenny Dykstra lead the Phillies against the first-place Reds next Saturday on CBS.
Greg Norman in the fairway at 12.
Good drive there, guys. You're going to be behind the tree. That's why I picked it
We're
up.
filing an appeal over here.
The leaderboard about to change.
We would like
because the All-Stars hit their tee shot out of bounds, had to go back to the tee, hit 3, where they were harassed from the fairway by Greg Norman.
How far are we at?
You should go and ask the referee.
Norman knows he's about to seize the lead here. And on Lindell's tee shot, watch Norman's athletic ability. First of all, he one-hops it like a center fielder. Could have played in the All-Star game this week. And then he runs the wishbone down the line like a quarterback.
I doubt it.
And that had Lindell crying foul. Now Greg Norman from 160 yards. Second shot.
He's in the hole.
Perfect, man.
Not quite in the hole, but perfectly placed for par at worst. And now it is imperative that the All-Stars make a 5.
Real hard jarring.
They hit 3 from the tee.
Good drive, Wayne.
They've chosen Wayne Gretzky's tee shot. And now Wayne Gretzky has a 7-iron from 150 yards.
Good shot. Get up. Okay, good shot.
Safely on the green, but a very long way from the hole.
149.
Is that right, England, Bruce?
They need something closer than that, Jim.
They've had a hard time throughout the competition getting any iron shot close.
It's so true.
Look how far left Lindell has the club face set.
He's aiming at the crowd.
Or left of it.
Hook hard.
And that's where he's hit it.
Throw it.
Throw it. Nope.
Come on down. Kick it out.
Go in. Go in.
How do you miss all these people every time?
Byrd will try to improve on Gretzky's shot. Again, this is the 4th shot for the All-Stars on the par 4 12th.
Yeah, that's the ball. Come on in, ball.
Come on in. Go easy. Too hard.
Good shot.
Short.
Good shot, Larry.
Well, that died on landing. So they've got the choice now of 2 very long putts. They either have to take Wayne Gretzky's ball or Larry Bird's.
There has not been a bogey in the match, but it's going to be at least a bogey for the All-Stars. A pivotal moment in the challenge. Greg Norman against Lindell, Byrd, and Gretzky. We'll be right back.
The tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late nights. A good family, a good spot, and some good advice. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G standing behind me.
From the day I was born, I started collecting stuff. Stuff to play with, stuff to wear. Then we got married, and well, you know how it goes.
What are we going to do with all this stuff?
So we tried some of Rubbermaid stuff. Stuff to organize a closet, stuff to store stuff, rough top stuff. Even stuff to hang the cleaning stuff on. Rubbermaid made our stuff so unstuffed, we started thinking,
Hey, we need more stuff!
don't you wish everything was made like Rubbermaid?
Sometimes you got it today. Emerson's got it right. Fine-tune it, fine-tune your life. Nobody's got to tell you. Emerson does it right. Fine-tune it, fine-tune it, fine-tune your life. Fine-tune your life with Emerson.
The Reebok Greg Norman Challenge coming your way from Rogers, Arkansas, about 25 miles north of Fayetteville, home of the University of Arkansas. At the 12th hole, the All-Stars putting for bogey after driving it out of bounds from the tee.
I'm going to sink this one.
Good.
They've chosen, rather strangely, to take Gretzky's ball across the slope.
Good looking putt. Good looking putt.
What a great effort. He is starting to become the dominant player in the trio of All-Stars.
I know you're not that good.
I thought we had it. Boy, I thought it was in.
Just 2 chances left to avoid a double bogey.
God.
A double bogey in a scramble, Bentley, is lethal.
Unforgivable. I had one recently for the first time in 40 years of playing.
Easy.
And it was hopeless.
Hit it too hard. Yeah. If I had wing speed, it would have done it.
And that means that only Larry Byrd can save the team now from a double bogey, to put them 2 shots in arrears.
Get up.
I didn't hit it either.
Okay, Wayne, knock it in.
Oh, yeah. You guys, I hate this putt.
You got a 2-footer there.
Yeah, you knocked it in there.
Okay.
This could be a 3-shot swing. Norman has the putt. A rather level putt, too, for birdie.
Yes, Jim. And he's looking at it from both ends. This would be a fantastic opportunity for him to just really slam the door in their faces.
That's it.
You spoke of St. Andrews when you saw this double green. How do you rate Greg's chances this week?
Tell you, the way he's hitting the ball yesterday and today, I rate them very highly. He seems to be absolutely on top of his game.
You like our chance?
Of course, he won the British Open, 1986.
Shot a 63 at Turnberry with 3 bogeys. Incredible.
This is for birdie.
You got it.
Yet again, lipping out.
Good, good?
Good, good. Okay.
Good, good. How's it going? Good, good.
Wayne said okay.
Oh, he nearly missed this one last hole.
That's why I'm not hitting it again.
Did you move it or did you leave it?
Leave it there just in case, bud. Yeah. Leave your coin there just.
Yeah, but did you move the coin or did you leave it?
You didn't
No,
touch the
I left it there. I put mine just outside the right edge.
I don't think Yvonne believes that.
Oh, beautiful stroke.
Tap in for a double bogey. But it is a mystery to me, Ben, how the 3 players did not get 1 ball in play off the tee originally, and it cost them a double bogey, and they slipped 2 behind Norman through 12.
And as we move to the 13th tee, and Greg Norman with the honor now, 2 strokes ahead, let's look at this from above. It's a lovely dogleg to the right, par 4 of 460 yards, with a creek all the way down the left-hand side into the driving area. And then the creek divides and goes up each side of the fairway on each side of the green. It's really a very attractive hole, but fraught with all kinds of danger.
See how long that green is? We walked it off, Ben, yesterday. 155 feet long.
And today, Jim, the pin placed 42 yards back. That was a very safe 1-iron shot for Greg Norman, taking no chances.
Good shot.
Laying back from the creek.
Hey, but you know there's through the fairway's water here,
Put
right?
off that 1 iron.
If you hit that like you hit the last hole, it might just stay short.
Get out of here.
All right?
What? I can't hit that far.
Well, you know, Norman's forecast of yesterday, 3 under for the All-Stars for 18 holes, might be right on the money now that they've suffered that double.
Good shot, Wayne.
That was a great shot.
Great shot.
There's a really good swing by Wayne
Go in the
Gretzky.
water.
Yeah. Go in the water.
And beautifully placed.
I went in the water.
Landel.
Good swing.
Did you notice since he's 2 up, he's saying good swing, nice shot, before he was just grinding his teeth?
See the right-hand card?
3 golf balls in the fairway.
All the way over the trees there.
Wayne Gretzky
I haven't heard him say
is
good
the ball
swing before.
closest to the hole.
We'll slice this one.
He's right. This plays as a left to right shot.
God dang it.
Get down.
I don't think he cut it. Nope.
Get over.
I think
That is in the creek.
That's in the water.
I think
Gretzky set him up in position.
Yeah, but it's in the water.
The play from Gretzky's ball.
Wet too, okay.
Yeah.
Now birdies are a must for the All-Stars. Made 3 yesterday, but thus far today, 2 pars and a double bogey.
The green on the second yesterday. On the third.
Who?
Ball.
Where's the shot going?
We need a birdie here.
We need a big time birdie.
Wayne Gretzky was telling us yesterday, it's a bit frightening at times, playing golf, or even watching him play.
Really hard. People don't understand that when we play our game, when we do our sport, we're very comfortable in what we do. We can play in front of 10,000, 20,000. We can play in front of whatever many you want to watch, and it's no problem. And to get in front of 10 people in golf is the most nerve-wracking thing in the world, I think. And one time when I was about 19 or 20 years old at the Canadian Open, I hooked the ball, and unfortunately a little guy in the head, and I broke his finger, and he spent the night in the hospital. And, so that's been my traumas with golf.
A soft-spoken Wayne Gretzky. It was played considerably better today than yesterday. Norman is away on this long par 4. Let's check in with Gary McCord. What about some strategy from the All-Stars now, Gary?
Okay, team, we've had a semi-serious setback here on the last hole. We got to hole a few shots here, right, Yvonne?
Well, I think Larry's going to sing this approach shot, and we will be back.
Perfect. Wayne, we got any strategy you're going to employ here?
Well, I think Yvonne said it best. We need to sink something long, and this would be a good time to start to get back in it.
Larry, I got a real good idea. Turn around and just aim at Norman. That's the only way to get rid of him, I think. What do you think?
Step on his head, and then we get back in it.
Well, guys, go get him. He'll slow down here a little bit.
Greg Norman has 194 yards to the flagstick.
We mentioned yesterday, Norman and Byrd are very close pals. Norman, big Celtics fan, will travel to several games a year and has even visited Larry in French Lick, Indiana, and played golf with him there.
He's a little right.
Yet another wonderful stroke from Greg Norman down the wind, pulling that ball up wonderfully.
Well measured on the back tier.
That's sausage, I don't know. Sausage would take it.
I think I got enough of this. I don't know.
What do you guys got? I had about 215.
What did you hit, 9-iron?
I had 7-iron. Tip of the day, move it down to the flat section. You got a club length. Move it down to the flat down.
I got a small club in my hand. Didn't want to cheat on you.
You might change your habits.
They are allowed indeed to move the ball in the fairway within one club length, or anywhere else for that matter.
Get up. Get up.
Safely on, but
How did you hit it?
Jim never getting close enough to the hole.
We're on the green. You guys may be 7.
The closest the All-Stars have been through 12 holes at Birdie, 20 feet yesterday at 7. Lindell made the putt for birdie, but nothing inside 20 feet, which is surprising.
It really is.
About 15 yards short of the flag, I would say.
70 feet? Or 6? You think 70?
I think
6? Okay.
You got 6.5?
I could. It takes 24 hours to get them from Tokyo, though.
No, pull it.
Oh, not between the eyes.
Yet another pull from
The guy never saw it, did he?
Yvonne Lendl.
Oh, now he did.
So once again, Byrd under pressure to get the ball close.
Come on, kick right for us.
Too much. Not enough.
They'll play Gretzky's. He is now taken over as captain. Holes 13 through 15.
We're on.
We'll return to the Greg Norman Challenge after this message and a word from your local station.
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late nights. A good family, a good spot.
Ireland and America. It was made by...
Satellite dish
Dish owners, call Showtime Satellite Networks, 1-800-422-9055.
Major League Baseball season is now in full swing, and this afternoon there's a full slate of games, including the finale of the big series between the Reds and the Mets. Let's now check out all of this afternoon's action.
More reasons. 2 more doors. The new S15 Jimmy 4-door. Drive one today.
GMC truck. It's not just a truck anymore.
Get special incentives on the new 91 S15 Jimmy 4-door.
Get your first look at Schwarzenegger's new comedy on Entertainment Tonight.
This CBS Sports Special, the Reebok Greg Norman Challenge, is sponsored by USF&G Insurance, protecting your business, home, auto, and life. USF&G, standing behind the USA. And by Siemens, a leading edge in technology.
Jim Nance along with Ben Wright and Gary McCord from the Greg Norman Challenge in Rogers, Arkansas. The competition was tied yesterday through 9 holes. The All-Stars 3 under par, as well as Norman, but a costly double bogey at 12. Now trying to make up ground, the All-Stars and Gretzky for birdie.
Well, Jim, I just don't want to repeat any more that you can't do any good at a scramble unless you get the ball to the hole. You've got to have a go at it because you've got 2 players behind you. The third man can lag it up for a par.
Again, I stress they are not really attempting makeable birdie putts. They're not getting it close enough on their iron shots.
Nice roll. Right at it.
That was a good putt by Lindell.
No, they've got to put pressure on Greg Norman now because otherwise he'll just aim for the center of the greens and coast in.
Right over his mark. I can hit that little mark, but I can't hit that big cup.
It's amazing.
And you're aiming for the little mark, right?
Yeah.
It's feast or famine for Larry Byrd with the putter.
Not putting like he did yesterday.
No. Now, a birdie opportunity for Greg Norman.
Pay 10 cents for the ball.
To increase his lead to 3 shots. He is really caught a lot of the lip all the way around. If he hasn't holed the putt, he's looked like holding them.
I'm going to get near this shot.
There are. There's a lot of good putts.
We better all watch it, though.
Lindell for par to keep the All-Stars 2 behind.
Good putt.
If it's necessary, if the competition is tied through 18, they will go to a sudden death playoff. 5 holes remain. Norman with a 2-shot lead over the All-Stars.
Tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
sunshine falls on another business day. And tonight, some business people will rest a little easier, because helping to protect their products, their property, their people is an independent insurance agent who compared the options and recommended Kemper, the company that's been coming through for more than 75 years. Kemper Insurance, because the bottom line is your peace of mind.
It's Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. Magic in the real thing. Introducing the Coca-Cola Magic Cup Instant Win Game, where you can win up to $10,000 or other great prizes. Look for Magic Cup only at Fountain Outlets, where ice-cold Coca-Cola Classic is poured. It's magic in the real thing. Can't beat the real thing.
Greg Norman has missed only one green in regulation
Greg, think about it.
in the entire match.
Lots of water there.
He has a 2-shot lead in northwest Arkansas, this area of rich farmlands and rolling hills, at the foothills, in fact, of the Ozark Mountains. At 14, a par 5, this was the third shot of Wayne Gretzky.
Good shot. What a good shot.
It was easily the best of the bunch. They halved the hole in par 5s.
How's the Pura?
When we get it.
There's our buddy old pal.
And now you look back from the island green, 138 yards to the tee at the top of the hill.
Course architect Don Seacrest. This is his signature hole at Champions.
And he was advised by the prominent tour player Bruce Litsky.
What's it last
What do we
week?
got? 182?
Yeah. I don't like.
No, Greg, we've got 138.
Oh, 180.
Nothing like confusing the opponent.
Greg has chosen a pitching wedge.
We're going to split the car if we hold it.
Pitching wedge?
I'll
Yeah,
give the
you
front
get the
car
tires.
to Larry and...
I hit a pitching wedge this morning over the green.
Little or no wind now.
Then he's chosen a pitching wedge and chosen to wear shorts for the second straight day, given the hot humidity of Arkansas.
Not allowed on the PGA Tour, however. He's not happy, but it's on the putting surface, and that's really all he needs at the moment. He's put all the pressure on the All-Stars to get close to the hole.
I can't do that.
He has now hit 14 of 15 greens in regulation.
What are you hitting there? Pitching
Yeah, I had a solid 9-iron down.
And Wayne Gretzky is coming on really strong right now. He's had his last 6 shots, drives and second shots, counted for the team.
Awesome display.
And I fancy that might be 7 in a row.
That's a good one.
Figured you knew where you were going there.
Ben, you would think by now in a scramble, the players would have thrown one in there close. A tap-in for birdie, a 5-footer for birdie, or even ricochet one off a tree or bounce one off a ball washer. That hasn't happened.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Ivan Lendl. That's actually a pretty good shot he's played there.
Way too much.
About 30 feet away, Gretzky's a little closer.
Go Lakers.
Should have hit us.
They're still niggling at each other.
Take this, Trader.
I can't do this one.
And now he is dubbed Norman a traitor. The Birdman is angry. And that's pretty smooth right there, Ben.
Uh-oh.
That was one of his better swings.
Awesome shot.
That's front fringe for Byrd. And the All-Stars will accept the contribution of Wayne Gretzky, a 25-footer for birdie, when we come back.
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late nights. A good family, a good spot, and some good advice. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G is standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G is standing behind me.
It's ever so tough being ranked #1 and not being ranked. Playing the game without getting gamey. What assists me is Right Guard Sports Stick from Gillette with its maximum protection and aromatically airy scents. It's the essence of good gamesmanship. After all, when one is capable of home runs, why play foul? Right Guard Sports Stick, deodorant, and antiperspirant. Anything less would be uncivilized.
In 1896, Wilhelm Röntgen discovered X-rays and changed the world of medicine. Those first X-ray tubes were made by Siemens. That was then. This is now. Today, Siemens manufactures imaging technology that helps doctors save lives. And with 35,000 people nationwide, the men and women of Siemens will continue to manufacture ideas that even Professor Röntgen never dreamed of. Siemens, precision thinking.
Sometimes it's tough to be small in a world of industry giants. Seems like there's always obstacles, ups, downs, and an occasional power play. Hudson Foods is proud to be a sponsor of the Greg Norman Challenge, and we're proud of the growth we've achieved over the years. We're dedicated to helping feed America. After all, when it comes to producing quality products, you've got to get up pretty early in the morning to beat Hudson Foods.
Friday, see Europe through the eyes of an all-American cutout.
Follow my behind.
It's Mondo Video. Wish You Were Here premieres Friday at 9:30.
Wish you were here.
The Island Green at 15 at the Champions Golf and Country Club in Rogers, Arkansas. Less than an hour drive to the Missouri state line and Oklahoma border.
If anything, maybe outside the left, outside the right.
Wayne Gretzky has become the dominant player. The All-Stars have used his last 5 tee shots, including this one, but they've got to make a birdie now.
Get up. Get up.
And that just plain will not do.
Was it straight?
Put Wayne.
Go knock it in there, Wayne. It'll be... Birdie's got all the coins. He's made about $1.25 today. I want to know how come you made all these 3-pointers yesterday and nothing today.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
It's a fact.
Good roll.
But not enough speed.
Pushed it.
Pushed it up.
Yeah.
This is a brand new course.
It did not break earlier. I pushed it. Come on, Larry.
In fact, opened on July the 1st.
Please get it to the hole, Larry Byrd.
Hit it. Hit it, you make it.
No. Again.
Knock it in.
Don't worry about my line.
We're not.
Huh?
Norman holds on to win the challenge. I think that Larry Bird's going to be reminded of that wake-up call at 2:45 this morning that he sent to Norman's room.
Yes. I don't think that Larry Bird did himself much good by staying up.
And then he called again at 3:15.
This is for a birdie to increase the lead to 3 shots.
No, it's long. It's a long putt left.
I think, Lee.
Greg has really surrounded the hole. He's been lipping out.
Ooh, they didn't go in the middle.
I think he'd like to see the competition stepped up a bit.
Yeah.
It would improve his play.
Firm in the middle. All right, come on, guys. I'm going to have to birdie some holes on you. Get you guys fired up.
See there?
Yeah. Put him on that one.
Next Saturday on CBS Sports, baseball coverage at 1 o'clock Eastern. San Francisco and the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
Or you'll see the
no
Philadelphia
idea.
Phillies, Cincinnati Reds game. And then following baseball, golf action. The Senior Tour, the Ameritech Senior Open from Grand Traverse, Michigan. The Bear is the site. And we'll be there, Ben. Tell us about the 16th hole.
Gentle dogleg to the right, Jim. Tee shot across water that won't come into play for any of these players. But that creek definitely comes into play on the left-hand side of the hole all the way to the green. Two huge bunkers menacing the second shots to the green. And today the pin placed only 5 yards from the back edge of the green on the left-hand side. Greg Norman will have to go with an iron because a driver would put him probably fair and square right in the creek that you can see running across the top of your picture.
He missed one.
There's a chance. Pushed it.
He's in chair went. He finally missed one.
Could be blocked a bit by the trees.
He's going to get nervous.
A glimmer of light for the All-Stars.
If we birdie this one, we're even. Maybe one up.
Will their competitive fire ignite or flicker?
They're right on there.
Great shot, Wayne.
Well, that's a great drive from Wayne Gretzky.
All right.
Oh, yes. Perfect, then.
Got the crowd excited.
I should use that 3-way around.
You look embarrassed for hitting a good shot.
Oh, that's
Hit a car putt and go
another of his big hooks.
No blood.
Started to rain a bit.
But we've dodged the thunderstorms that were predicted.
Yes, light showers at the moment.
That may come around.
Larry seems to catch him for a big belt or pop him up.
Good at all.
That was a pop-up. They'll play Gretzky's tee shot.
So, all right?
You know, the Celtics recently fired head coach Jimmy Rogers and hired Chris Ford to replace him. I got to talk to Larry about his new coach.
I have a lot of respect for all my coaches, and it's just a shame what happened last year, but I have no control over that. So Chris Ford's in now, and I played with Chris, and he's been there for a long time, so I'm excited about getting back and see what happens.
Basketball's hard work for Byrd, and he's been famous for years for his off-season workout program. Have you concentrated on anything in this off-season?
No, I've been resting a little bit this year. I'm trying to get my legs stronger. Last year, I sort of bellied out after about a month in the season, and it was an uphill climb the rest of the way, but I started getting stronger. The one thing I have to do before I go back is get my legs a little bit stronger, and once I do that, just try to get my game rounded around, and once the season starts, just go from there.
He's amazed his fans and dazzled his opponents with plays like this. He had major surgery on his ankles over a year ago. How much more basketball is left for Byrd?
I take it year by year. Next year, it's court how my ankles feel. And if they're holding up, I'll probably play another, but if not, I'll probably get out.
tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
I like the sprite in you.
Thank you.
I like the way you make me
No. Yes.
I like the funny things you do. You got a style that's all your own.
And cut. Cut.
It's just the death man.
Sprite with Lyman, the unexpected twist that makes us different.
You? In the middle, yeah, you.
A safety inspection, 600 feet underground. Working by candlelight, helping people pick up the pieces from Hurricane Hugo.
That's right, that's going to be the biggest one.
Helping to protect millions of dollars of Manhattan real estate. It's all in a day's work for the men and women of the Kemper National Insurance Companies.
Well, it's time to go back to school. Uh-oh, back to school. No, back to school for you two men. Back to school. In fact, back to preschool. Whoa, look out. Yep, back to school. Gitano fashions from Walmart. Perfect for whatever school you're going back to.
There is a glimmer of hope for the All-Stars. At the 16th hole, in the fairway, trailing Norman by 2 shots. Norman has driven it in trouble in the right rough. Gretzky's tee shot to this point has set up the All-Stars in good shape.
Jimmy has 146 yards to the flagstick, which is placed 28 yards from the front edge of the green, and there's only 5 yards of green behind the pin. That's a 7-iron. And it was too much. Shame. If that had been straight, it could have been very handy.
Put that one away, Matt.
Just light showers in the area.
Ivan Lendl. This is an 8-iron for Lendl. Once again, aiming it at those trees in the top left-hand corner of your picture. And that's exactly where he's hit it.
Well, they really don't have many options to this point.
They really do need a good shot from Larry Byrd.
He has had to shoulder the pressure so many times in the competition.
He, too, drags the ball. So now they're in a position where they're going to have to chip the ball. Really, they've let a golden opportunity slip.
What are we going to do about this tree? What do you like? You like going around it or under it or what?
I think we got some in the back.
I think so. There's something here. That was just in my way. I wanted to cut it down, guys.
Perhaps trying to clear the way for a miracle shot.
Everything sounds so real, doesn't it?
As we discussed yesterday, he certainly has been a witness to many miracle shots through the years and fallen victim to them as well.
And you know, when you look at it too, it's been Tway, Mize, Gamez, Frost. Tway, Mize, Gamez, Frost. Tway, Mize, Gamez, Frost. Tway, Mize, Gamez, Frost. They're all been different guys. They haven't been the same guy, but it's happened to me. So that shows me the fact that I've worked very hard and I can maintain my level of consistency of being in the hunt at the right time and creating something special. Now, I can look at that and say, okay, if they have to do something special to beat me, that's great for me and great for them. So I take a lot of positive out of it. I don't take any negative. And a lot of people look for negatives. Every time we have a question in the press room, somebody's always digging, well, why aren't you down and out? Why aren't you in the funny farm or something like that? And I feel like, hey, guys, look, it's beyond my control. As long as I keep that in the right perspective, then I know the 90s are going to be very, very good for me.
Well, he says the probing and the reminders never end. But now he's in trouble for the first time today. Second shot at 16.
We can get one on. See if he can make a little magic of his own. Pitch and run between the trees.
What a great shot.
Gretzky said it right. A great shot indeed. An exquisite pitch and run.
And he didn't even have to remove the tree to do it.
Stenner was over there, we might have.
Thank you. What tree? Yeah, what tree, man?
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late night. A good family, a good spot, and some good advice. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G standing behind me.
You've been up in the air for hours. Now you got to make up the time. Aren't you glad Byrd has a faster, easier way to rent a car? #1 Club Gold. No paperwork, no stopping at counters, nothing to slow you down.
We're America's wheels.
You go straight to our gold parking area, where your car is waiting, ready to go.
I'm gonna make it.
It's the fastest way to rent a car. Here's what to do when clutter has you down. Put up the Rubbermaid workspace system. Bins, racks, everything to hold everything. Mounts right to the wall. All you need for a vacation from clutter. The workspace system from Rubbermaid.
A day of thunder on the streets of Miami. The Miami Motorcycle Grand Prix. Plus, Buddy McGirt battles Jose Bermudez next Sunday.
A brand new golf course in Rogers, Arkansas. The Champions. Site of the Greg Norman Challenge. $100,000 at stake. All the prize money goes to the winner.
What is this? Firewood you're using or what?
However, there has been appearance money granted to all of the competitors. This is the third shot on the par 4. Good one by Gretzky.
Firewood works well.
That was my signing bonus.
That was your signing bonus?
All-Stars have failed to recover from that atrocity at the 12th hole, when they all hit it off the tee out of bounds and suffered a double bogey. In fact, there's not been a birdie on the scorecard today.
Good shot. Good
Come on,
shot.
come on, go in.
That's a good chip by Lendl, but they need something more than par.
And he has secured the par with that chip.
A little drop shot out of the net, wasn't it?
Put that shot there. Get it out of there.
Oh, yeah, great shot.
Late. I was getting this confidence stuff.
That one. No.
Greg Norman then with this birdie putt to extend the lead to 3 shots and really put the All-Stars away for good. Of course, the 18th hole is a long par 5 and an eagle is possible.
Must be the 4th or 5th time today we've seen him run right by the lip or lip out.
Cellophane lid on these holes.
Has been an unspectacular but solid day for Norman. 7 pars on his scorecard. Now the formality of tapping in for the All-Stars.
Has he got one?
Yeah. They will need to birdie 17 because, Ben, as you said, 18's a par 5. And in a scramble, par 5s are your best chance for birdie. They need one at 17 to set up 18 as a meaningful hole.
And it just so happens that the 17th, and you're looking back from the green to the tee, is as difficult as any hole on the golf course, and the pin placement, as you can readily see in that far right-hand little island of the green, is most difficult. Birdies will be very hard to come by.
Greg will be returning to his homeland, Australia, in the fall for a little fishing, playing some golf as well.
Yeah.
Last fall, he went shark fishing. In fact, went underwater in a cage, hand-fed some of the creatures.
And 7. You're in 7? Okay.
He's using a 5-iron, 209 yards to the flagstick. All carry. And that's just another rock-solid shot he's played.
Get down.
Perfect, pin high. Playing to the fat of the green, not messing with the flagstick.
Hey, Wayne. Trying to hit a power cut.
It's a huge green with many undulations.
Yeah, we got green.
And now Gretzky and company really need a miracle shot. They've got to get one close to the flagstick.
5.
Yeah, go ball. Yeah. Oh, what? Right at it.
What? Thank you. You were posing too, weren't you? You were like posing there.
I was halfway. It's windier than I thought.
Yeah, ice water or Gatorade or...
It was a bit of a bad break. Really had it going right at the flagstick.
It really was, and that was a very fine golf shot he played. Now, Ivan. He's hit one of his pull hooks there.
Over the top of it, bud. Yeah.
Very close to the out of bounds.
Come on, Larry.
Larry Byrd, a man who so many times has performed in the clutch. Yesterday, he analyzed his golf swing for us.
Looks like I've set up pretty good. Take the club back. Didn't take it back far enough. Got to keep going with it.
You feel like you've reached the top of your swing at that point?
No, I didn't take it back far enough. I bet I hooked that.
That really has been his problem. He doesn't complete the backswing when he hits a bad shot. And that's one of them.
I don't know why it doesn't when you're standing up.
Oh, no.
It plays so long when it's on the
Hardly
backswing.
went past vertical.
They're encouraging Byrd to hit another one.
And that's really what this scramble team needs, another player. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think one more player could have pushed them over the top against Norman. Just not quite enough with 3. It's a good one, but it will not count. Byrd redeeming himself with that effort. They'll play from Gretzky's ball when we come back after this message and a word from your local station.
The tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
It's Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. There's magic in the real thing. You never know wherever you go, you might find magic in a Coca-Cola Classic. Win a trip to see a New Kids on the Block concert in Los Angeles and other great prizes. You might find a prize certificate inside multi-packs of Coca-Cola Classic and win instantly. Can't beat the real thing.
A young boy witness to a crime,
I may never see my mother again.
and his mother, a key suspect.
She might be hurt or in trouble.
On Murder, She Wrote. Then, get ready for a rip-roaring, gun-slinging adventure with an all-star cast when Kenny Rogers returns in The Gambler 3 tonight. Real cops.
I love being a cop.
Telling the stories they thought they'd never live to tell.
You're only allowed one oops.
Starting this Wednesday, Tough Cops.
This is CBS.
We can't tell you yet, but very soon Fretter will introduce the most exciting concept in audio, video, and appliance history. This concept is so big, just to get ready, we have to empty our stores. So Fretter is having the once-in-a-lifetime clearance sale. You'll save up to 30% on appliances. You'll save up to 35% on audio. You'll save up to 40% on video. Don't miss Fretter's once-in-a-lifetime clearance sale. Now.
Introducing the new S15 Jimmy 4-door, because getting to work shouldn't be work.
GMC truck, it's not just a truck anymore.
And the new S15 Jimmy 4-door has more legroom and cargo space. Not to mention room for 5 campers and their gear.
GMC truck, it's not just a truck anymore.
Linda McLennan on the 10 o'clock news, weeknights on Channel 2.
The Greg Norman Challenge from the Champions Golf and Country Club. One day they hope to have a senior event here, this course.
The one he sinks, watch.
Starts now.
No, he's taking this one serious.
2 strokes for slow play, is it?
It's kind of like...
Norman is away, despite the fact the All-Stars are not even on the green.
Gary tells me that all the putts break toward Walmart. You see Sam Walton, the owner, and the country's wealthiest man is from this area.
It's right in the middle.
No, it's short. Short and low.
Boy, I can't hit him hard.
Okay, why knock it up?
And there's long one. Is that good, guys?
We will see.
Next one is.
You guys want any help on this chip?
No, the other way behind.
That would help.
And you know what you do? You'd leave it short, would you?
This is not going to be long.
All right, chip it in.
There you see that Wayne Gretzky, with 5 tee shots and 5 second shots on the inward half, has been very much the dominant member of the trio.
If they harbor any hopes getting back in it, they need to knock it in.
Short.
Short. Yeah, that's an awesome attempt on an uphill chip.
Come on, be nice. He's trying.
Don't forget, payback's a good one of these days, all right? You'll get these something.
Don't worry, I get mad, I get even.
Lindell had a good chip at 16. Maybe he has a little confidence now in his short game.
That's even better, isn't it?
My word.
Just decelerated into the ball.
Well, Larry.
Good chip.
Get it.
Aye.
So I should be on my back foot.
And have your club come up the slope.
So I should move it a bit up.
Yeah.
It's understandable Lindell's making adjustments in his golf game. After all, a week ago, he was at Wimbledon, losing at center court in the semifinals to Stefan Edberg. He took solace in golf.
Then you can take a less long club.
I played after the match with Edberg on Friday. Again, what's the point? You can sit at home and be sorry for yourself, or you can go out and have fun. And I really hope to have fun when I can.
That's amazing to me. After you lost in the Wimbledon semifinals, you played that day?
Yeah, I did. Well, what should I do? What else can I do? I can't bring the match back. I played a terrible match. Stefan played great, and he just kicked my bum.
How soon after the round were you on the golf course?
Well, by the time we did all the interviews and all that, probably around 6 o'clock, 5:36, I was on the golf course.
Like just a couple of hours after the round?
Yeah, a couple of hours I was playing golf. And
playing well?
Yeah, I had a 79. Played better than tennis that day.
That's amazing, isn't it, Ben? Right after the match.
Yes, he obviously takes solace, in, as you said, in his golf game.
Byrd makes the par, but it's a 2-shot difference and only 1 hole left.
Another one.
The 18th is a par 5.
I got one for you.
I got one.
And it's reachable if you really rip one from the tee.
That's good.
And here it is. It's swings left all the way. 572 yards downhill into the valley, then a slightly uphill shot to the green. Very narrow fairway, as you can see, as it gets down there into the valley for the second shot, and then the little plateau green. As Jim said, it's going to take 2 mighty shots to reach the putting surface.
Now Norman, all pars today.
Greg, excuse me. Just a second. Me? Just a second. Have you met your playing partners yet?
No.
Oh, this is Mr. Bob Toy, right here.
Okay.
Oh, and this is there's Mr. Larry Mize back there.
Looks like.
And Mr. David Frost. So anything can happen here. And that, would you?
You're missing
play
Gomez.
away, please?
Thanks a lot, buddy, old pal.
Go right ahead.
Gomez is coaching.
Yeah, where's Gomez?
He's coaching.
He's up at the green waiting.
Oh, you are good, aren't you? Don't forget, paybacks are good.
Hey, everybody thinks that's really funny. These Australians have no sense of humor, you know?
That might be illegal, by the way, what he's doing here, ladies and gentlemen. Just might be illegal.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hit while it's not windy.
He just crushed that one also.
That's just about exactly 300 yards, Jim. Leaving him 255 yards to the front of the green.
Guess that'll work.
That'll work. You better drop your shoelaces on this one.
Coming out of them.
Yeah.
No question, Wayne Gretzky, until this moment, has been the star for the All-Stars.
Put that one away.
In fact, 6 straight tee shots were used of Gretzky's until this moment.
And they'll need to improve on the Gretzky ball here. Now the loquacious Ivan Lendl.
Got it off the ground again. There's that brook.
Over the top of him today.
He didn't catch that one, but it's better than Gretzky's.
No,
there isn't, is there?
You're about dry, Glenn.
Now Byrd.
You just got over.
Listen for Bill Lambier right here.
I guess that means he really wants to go after it then. Real whack.
Give me that one. Give me that one.
He came over the top. Full hook.
No mulligan.
No mulligan this time. Lendl's tee shot will be the one in play for the All-Stars, who would love to end this affair with a birdie.
I hope you're playing safe.
We'll close out the match when we come back.
It has more than I have.
Tonight, some business owners are closing shop with a little more peace of mind. Because helping to protect their property, their products, their people is an independent insurance agent who compared the options and recommended Kemper, the company that's been coming through for more than 75 years. Kemper Insurance, because you've worked too hard today to have to worry about tomorrow.
You've been up in the air for hours. Now you got to make up the time. Aren't you glad Byrd has a faster, easier way to rent a car? #1 Club Gold. No paperwork, no stopping at counters, nothing to slow you down.
We're America's wheels.
You go straight to our Gold parking area, where your car is waiting, ready to go.
I'm gonna make it.
It's the fastest way to rent a car.
Well, it's time to go back to school. Uh-oh, back to school. No, back to school for you two men. Back to school. In fact, back to preschool. Whoa, look out. Yep, back to school. Gitano fashions from Walmart. Perfect for whatever school you're going back to.
What's wrong with this one?
The par 5 18th, the home hole in the Greg Norman Challenge, and the All-Stars 2 shots behind and the second shot.
What?
Okay.
I was playing safe. Ooh, car pop. At least it wasn't anybody's head.
That one's away to the right.
It's still rolling.
And off Ivan Lendl's drive. He really caught that 3-wood.
Good swing there.
Thanks.
Well done.
Okay.
Oh, that's really big.
Now we have to chip it in and go
About 80 yards from the flagstick.
Good shot.
Also a good whack by Larry Byrd. And now Greg Norman has 255 yards to the front of the green, 274 yards to the flagstick. And he's going for it with a 3-wood.
The green is raised. To get there, it'll have to be all carry.
That is 265-yard 3-wood.
Yeah. 245 wake-up call.
He won't forget that one for a while. Tonight, another memorable Sunday night on CBS. Starts with Connie Chung in CBS News, followed by 60 Minutes, Murder, She Wrote, and the CBS Sunday movie, The Gambler 3, Part 1.
You ready already? 90 yards?
Stunner. Stunners? Okay, I'll see tucking in a couple of hours.
It's actually 81 yards to the flagstick for Wayne Gretzky. Little half wedge. Just needed a bit more than that.
I think in summary, the wedge game destroyed the All-Stars over the 2 days.
Good shot. Good distance.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Thank you.
What a bad shot.
Still, nothing really close.
Good position, V2 down. Position C+.
Good shot. Good
That
shot.
could be close.
There it is. At the 18th, Larry Byrd comes through. We asked him what it was like to walk the fairways with these great athletes.
The one thing that professional ball players do in my sport is they look at a Michael Jordan. They don't think that much, especially if you're top of your game. You don't think much of it. But if you see a Greg Norman because you play golf, it's something special. If you see Yvonne Lindell, because I played a lot of tennis, you know, and I see Wayne. I've never been on a pair of skates in my life, but Wayne Gretzky's always been something that somebody always idolized all the way through, because once I went to Boston, started watching hockey. You can tell he's so much better than everybody else. But I've always played golf, and watching Greg Norman hit the ball is just so amazing. So amazing to me. And really, when I walk down through there, I feel proud because I'm part of it.
Tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
Not for the way it goes down easy. Not for the way you put a smile on your face. Not for the way you quenches the fakeness. Not for the way you won't show on you. Just one reason, the real good taste of it. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke, just for the taste of it.
A little brains, a little luck, and a lot of late nights. A good family, a good spot, and some good advice. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be. And USF&G is standing behind me. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Will Clark ignites the Giants against Ryan Sandberg and the Cubs, or see hot-hitting Lenny Dykstra lead the Phillies against the first-place Reds next Saturday on CBS.
We are back at the 18th. Greg Norman is going to win the challenge. First, he has a putt for eagle at the par 5 finale.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know you guys can't play golf, right? So have a little...
All right. I'm taking this stick.
Take this.
I'm not touching that. That's fine.
Now let me putt with this deal here.
You make 4-5 now. Other side, other side. There you go. Right like that.
Is that how I do it?
Yeah.
Here's this big one.
It'll go right on you. You putt better this way. Now you know I'm short all the time with the ball.
That's his first miss hit in 2 days.
It is.
Don't even put it close to me. I'm not standing next to that thing.
Kidding? What do you think, guys? So, no, is there a certain amount of cupping you can have, and that's it? What about loft on it?
That might be. You sink that big ball, I quit.
Oh, yeah?
You sink that big ball into that little hole, I quit.
Fast running.
Goes a little right. He just read the line, yeah. That's one stroke. That's in. No, it's short.
Greg Norman with a 4-under par 67. Today he 2 putts, all 9 greens.
Where are you going to putt it? Where are you going to putt it?
Side right.
That's on the hard, no?
Oh, yes. The match was deadlocked entering today at 3 under par. Greg Norman finishes -4 of the All-Stars, doomed by that double bogey at the 12th. Finished 2 shots back.
Tennis pump from Reebok. It helps you get around the battlefield with a little more confidence.
It's Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. Introducing the Coca-Cola Magic Cup Instant Win Game, where you can win up to $10,000 or other great prizes. Look for Magic Cup only at fountain outlets where ice-cold Coca-Cola Classic is poured.
Magic in the real thing. Can't beat the real thing.
Building security for today and tomorrow is a fragile task. You need to protect what you've worked for, your home and car, a business, while investing in your dreams, college for your children, a comfortable retirement. But it can all be washed away without the right foundation. Kemper, for insurance, for investments. Kemper is the name to build on.
There are few places on Earth where you cannot fully appreciate the beauty of the new Honda Accord Coupe. You have to drive it to believe it.
course, today playing Mr. Norman, one of the greatest golfers that's ever lived.
Well, I have to say it was two things. It was a great pleasure for me, a great experience and something I'll never forget, and it was also very intimidating. It's tough to get up there and follow someone who plays as well as he does, but it was also very enjoyable, and we came on here to have fun and relax. It was a great deal of great pleasure for me.
Thanks for coming. All right. Yvonne Lindell, some fun out there today?
Oh, yeah, we had great fun, and again, it was a real pleasure and honor to be here, and it was great to see Greg working, and for us it looked like he may have half missed one shot, but he made up with the very next shot for it, and he didn't miss any shots. He played unbelievable.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do that. Now, are you going to give him any more wake-up calls during these matches now?
No, I quit. He's taking the money home, so I'll let him sleep next time.
You've played with him quite a bit, and it's pretty intimidating, isn't it, to watch somebody at the top of their game, at the top of their sport, play this way?
Not really, because I know him. But it is. It's a lot of fun. We had a blast this week, and hopefully we can do it again.
Great. And now we're going to bring on Chester Wheeler to give you a little cash here, Mr. Norman.
Greg, on behalf of Reebok and the Reebok Golf Division, I'd like to present the winner's check for $100,000, and thank you for giving these guys a golf lesson out there today. They can go back to their respective sports and continue to be champions there.
All right. Thanks, Chester. Thanks very much. Thank you, Chester. And I want to thank all our sponsors who are involved here. Obviously, Reebok. I've had an association with them for many years, and I'm going to put my sneakers on and run to the bank.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks, Chester.
Coming up, British Open. What are your plans?
My plans are pretty much clear-cut, Gary. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I love St. Andrews. I've enjoyed it. The more I play there, the more I've enjoyed it. When I first played there in '77, I hated it, but now I do love it. We played the Dunhill Cup there every year, and my game's strong. I feel very sharp right now, and a week away, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks, guys, for coming. We appreciate it. Now let's throw it back upstairs to Jim Nance and Ben Wright.
So Greg Norman defeats his fellow superstars by 2 shots to win the Greg Norman Challenge. And Ben Wright, your impressions of this event?
I thought it was a tremendous amount of fun. I love the needle between the guys, and I thought Greg Norman's display of power and strength and skill was just fantastic.
How could the event be improved, do you think?
Bring along a 320-pound footballer who can hit it 320 yards straight off every tee, who plays a magic wedge and is a fantastic putter. Put him the 4th man.
That's all, though. That's all the requirements. Well, folks, that's the story from Rogers, Arkansas. Greg Norman, the winner by 2. For Ben Wright and Gary McCord, I'm Jim Nance saying so long from the Greg Norman Challenge.
Next Saturday on CBS Sports, see Will Clark and the Giants face the Cubs, or the Phillies take on the Reds. And next weekend, there's senior PGA Tour action, as Chichi Rodriguez leads a field of legends at the Ameritech Senior Open. This CBS Sports Special, the Reebok Greg Norman Challenge, has been sponsored by Reebok, Greg Norman's choice of golf footwear and apparel. Coca-Cola Classic, you can't beat the real thing. The insurance and financial services companies of Kemper. And by Honda, maker of fine quality automobiles, who invite you to test drive a Honda at your local dealership today.